about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line with the Atlanta Falcons. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Brady to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claymore in there again to drop him for the second straight play, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... And got his man complete. A big play there for the Patriots. 32 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays. But when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. side here in this first quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC playoff picture. You got the Pats and the Steelers at 7-2. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. But Denver has fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Third and 2, now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 34 yards, and the Falcons are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the offense taking over in just a second. But, you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go 1, who would go 2, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, number 1 to the Rams. Wentz, number 2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games. And here in the second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind. Only started 7 games as a rookie. Didn't play that well. Many people want to use the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. First down, Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady now on first down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now on first down. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time of factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Let's shift gears for a second and look back to this last week and some of the top performances that we had. The Saints in the backfield. You had Kamara and Ingram combining for 298 rushing yards.
Yeah, the Saints were the first team with 6 rushing touchdowns in that game. 0 punts in the game, so their punter Thomas Morstead got the weekend off with pay. Not bad, huh? First time that's happened since the 1941 Bears. And how about Robert Woods with the Los Angeles Rams? 2nd straight week with 2 touchdowns. They brought him in to show the guys how to be a professional. He's also showing them how to be a productive.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Andola's got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Pass incomplete. Now, that gives me a second to give a shout-out here, Charles, to Adrian Claiborne. He had 6 sacks against the Cowboys this last week.
Absolutely phenomenal performance. Now we're listing his name next to guys like Osi Umenyiora, Fred Dean, who's a Hall of Famer, and Derek Thomas, who's a Hall of Famer. I mean, we're talking about some of the all-time guys getting to the quarterback. 6 sacks. It also helped that Tyron Smith, the all-pro left tackle for the Cowboys, didn't play. Chaz Green tried to replace him to no avail.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Finding Gabriel complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And the play clock's running down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got Sanu. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running backs. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Throwing again, Ryan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Brady gives this one to Lewis. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
His throw caught at about the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now Lewis. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Now Gillisley, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Mike Gillisley taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Goskowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Ryan on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Skirts by at the 15. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brady going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Amendola, Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 30 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
11, 20.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Like 20, go.
Brady going to throw here. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully.
bills with my